The NFL is on you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Block 11!
Rivers now to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Robert Kimdichie. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's third down.
Set 180! Set 180!
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey, Rocket!
Easy. Mike 43.
Go!
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Rivers now. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
At the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Run 80!
Throwing Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rivers. Got a man. complete. Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10.
Hey, bro, 80.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go.
Hey, 79. 79. Ahead.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 180.
I got him.
Hey, hey, hey.
58, boys, 58.
From the 22, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. First down, Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that is incomplete here. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
We got 4.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And an alley to run. Murray fighting, lost the football, and picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back here to the 40. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Load it. Keep it skinny. Buckle it up. Buckle it up. Hey, Rock. Hey,
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 58 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Desmond King making the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Eluding the pressure right, and that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Easy, easy. 58, boys, 58.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Pittsburgh! It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check 24. Check 24.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 29, Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the eye. Alert flare. Alert flare.
On the toss, here's Johnson. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Check your hot read. You go tight. You got tight.
Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
On the ready. 52. Check pass. Check pass.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go tight end. Let's go right here now. It's free. It's free. Short. 58 the money. Let's put him on.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jerry Tillery, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Third and long.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Rivers. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
March 43. Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, Delta.
43 is the mic. 43's the mic.
From the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Jordan Hicks able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now it's Peterson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ballgame...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And some room to roam now. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Under 10, 10.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Corey Peters there to bring him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Mike, 58, right there. Brilliant.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. It's brought in by Kevin White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The throw over the middle taken in, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass.
Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A gain of 3, second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.